Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a topic that makes me so happy. My weight loss. I lost 35 pounds and I'm here to just basically talk about how I did it. And it's actually rather simple as well. I'm not gonna come on here and be like, yeah, I took this product and it did this to my body, or I used this wrap. It doesn't work like that. You have to put the work in. But this way was literally just no exercise. It was 100% diet. So basically what happened was I decided to go vegan. And a lot of people are like, oh, vegans, but let me explain something to you. Now, if you're not really, familiar with the terms vegan, a lot of people think vegans and vegetarians are the same thing when they're not. So what a vegan is somebody who eats nothing that comes from an animal. So that means the meat of an animal, the milk of an animal, the eggs of an animal, and anything that is used to make those products like yogurt, ice cream, cheese. Like, we just don't eat any of that, because for vegans, now there's a difference between vegan and plant-based. Vegan is somebody who does it for the animals. It's the ethics, and they care about the animals, and the health benefits that come with it is just an added bonus. Plant-based is somebody who's just doing it simply for their health. So people who are plant-based would wear, some things like leather and fur and wool, when vegans don't. But you'd be very surprised at the alternatives that are out there. A vegetarian is somebody who eats no meat, to really the extent. I mean, there's all these different terms, but for layman's terms, a vegetarian just eats no meat. They still have dairy, they still have eggs. My eating habits when I was a young child were bad. My parents would buy me, when we would have, when we would go out to eat or whatever, I would get McDonald's, Chinese food, Italian food. I mean, I come from an Italian family, so we always ate, chicken parmesan, you had, eggplant parmesan, you had your spaghetti, you had your meatballs, you had your gravy, you had all that, all right? That stuff, if you eat it, like, too much, like, especially in the quantities that, like, my family eats, no, you blow up like a balloon. That's why almost everyone in my family is, like, larger. But growing up, I had a lot of, like, Burger King, Wendy's, like, fast food. My dad would buy it for us. But those are the foods that I grew up eating, and that's what I carried on into my teenage years and my young adult. Well, I'm still a young adult. My young adulthood. I looked at myself in the mirror, and every day I got up and I saw nothing wrong. Like, I didn't think, oh my God, you look overweight, because you see yourself every single day. You're used to seeing yourself in that way. People called me names. They called me, you're a fat bitch, you look like Fiona from Shrek, and not the princess Fiona, the ogre Fiona. Yeah, I know, horrible. I know, everyone was just so nice to me. What happened was, I was actually at an amusement park one day, and I caught my reflection, and I was wearing these shorts and this, like, cami, and my bathing suit underneath. And I caught myself in the reflection, and, like, I saw, like, my arm on this side, and it was big. Like, I had some fat here. Like, I mean, I have fat now, but, like, it was, like, protruding off the side, and I looked at myself and I was like, girl, I need to do something about this. Now, I continued to eat the way I was eating for, I want to say, maybe like a couple of months after that. But then I discovered vegetarianism. Ooh, that was a gateway drug, and I'm not saying it in a bad way, because that really got me into where I am today. I ate no meat. I ate everything else. And the first time I went vegetarian, like, I dropped, I want to say, maybe like 10, 15 pounds. And I was like, hey, look, I feel good, People stopped really, I mean, I was still kind of like, I was considered overweight, but I looked a lot better than what I was. So I was like, yeah, great, cool. But I was still eating pizza, cheese, ice cream. Don't get me started on ice cream. Soft serve vanilla is my all-time favorite. So I just kept eating those things, and I didn't really know about the meat substitutes that I know about today. I would eat like, a veggie burger here and there, but like I didn't know really in depth of everything that I like ate or that was out there. I was surrounded by, obviously, a family that is big meat eaters. My boyfriend's family, big meat eaters. The girl who I was living with at the time, big meat eater. And I started to really doubt myself, and I was surrounded by the food all the time. It smelled amazing, and I wasn't really educated. So what happened was I decided to go back to eating meat. I know.
I thought I was better than that. Disappointed!
It lasted only a couple of months though, okay? And then what happened was I blew up like a balloon within those months, guys. Like, I'll insert photos. Okay, I started off, all right, before like I went vegetarian, I want to say maybe like 160, and then like I lost 10, 15 pounds, maybe like leave me at 150, maybe. I went up to a whopping 175 pounds, guys. 175. For my height, I'm around like 5'7", 5'8". Holy shit. Holy shit. And I, again, ignoring all, of everything on me, I didn't notice that I looked like this. And my boyfriend took pictures of me without my knowledge, and I'm very actually happy that he did, because I looked at them and I was like, why didn't anybody tell me I looked like this? I decided, let me go back to vegetarian. I did it before, I'll do it again. I will educate myself a little bit better because the first time I went vegetarian, my family, the typical, where are you going to get your protein? That's not healthy for you. Like, my entire life and all of our entire lives, our parents have been like, eat your veggies, eat your veggies, eat your veggies. But when you decide to just eat nothing but veggies, it's a problem. Like, it's very funny. Before, I didn't really know how to clap back at them. I didn't really know how to, answer, because I wasn't educated. Somebody asked me, well, where do you get protein? What foods have protein besides meat? And I was like, I don't know. And then I decided to do some research, and I figured all the fun stuff out. But I really started getting into, learning about protein and stuff and nutrients and nutrition when I went vegan. I was a vegetarian again, I want to say, I think for like a good like 5 months. And then one day I was just sitting and I was looking on my phone, and I came across this video of factory farming. It was like a typical, video. And I've been called a hypocrite for being a vegetarian. And at that time, I was extremely like defensive, because I was like, what do you mean? I'm not harming animals. I'm not eating them. Like, what are you talking about? Well, now that I know what I know, I'm not going to put any video clips or anything in here, because I know it's a sensitive topic for some people. I'm not coming here to debate with you. I'm just simply explaining how I lost the weight and the reason why I did what I did. I saw it was a dairy farm video and what happens on dairy farms, and I was appalled. I was disgusted. I started crying. My heart broke. I was like, there's no way I can continue living the way that I am. It's just not right. It's not right. So I told my boyfriend, I was like, I want to go vegan. I am thinking about going vegan. And he's like, okay. So I decided to do my research. And let me tell you, I was alone in it. I knew no other vegans. Personally, I didn't know any other vegans. I had no one there to mentor me, no one to say, hey, you know, this. I always had to do everything by myself. I had my phone, I had the power of the internet, and I went at it. I went on YouTube, I started watching Happy Healthy Vegan, Mr. and Mrs. Vegan, Ellen Fisher. I started watching all those people and like people associated with them, whatever. And I started learning, like Mike the Vegan. I'll link his channel below. He is amazing with educational purposes on what veganism is, and he looks into a lot of studies. And if you really want to get into like the scientifics, whatever, of veganism, I suggest you check out his videos. One day, I watched a video on YouTube. It was the greatest speech you'll ever hear, or greatest speech of all time, whatever. It was an animal activist, Gary Yourofsky, and he, just watching him give that speech, I was like, whoo, girl, really? Okay. Like, I really didn't know what was going on. Like, I had the blinders on. I was just like, and at this point, I was like newly vegan. So I wanted to put myself through as much torment with these videos as I possibly could. And by saying torment, I mean like watching like factory farm videos. And even to this day, I can't watch them. It's really hard. But I know my conscience is clear that I'm not participating in harming animals. So it's something that I'm very passionate about. And I will not be that type of person to point you out and make you feel like shit because you eat this or you eat that. This is me. This is how I eat. I'm happy. I am very well much alive. I've been vegan for almost a year now. I don't have a protein deficiency. I'm not iron deficient. I feel good. I mean, I lost 35 fucking pounds. 35 pounds. I lost 35 pounds. Whew. Just by eating vegan, cutting out animal products. So how I got started was I picked up a bunch of vegan junk food. Basically, I picked up, you know, the Gardein products, Boca burgers that were vegan, some Boca products I'm pretty sure are vegetarian. But I started on eating the faux meats, and it got me on the right foot because I didn't know what the hell to make. And then I started looking up videos on YouTube, and then I was like, oh, yes, okay. Started eating a little bit better than what I was used to, and my body started really transforming. So I want to say like 3 months in, I started to notice weight loss. And it was slow. It started off slow, and I'm lucky that I didn't go through a detox period because I know some people go through detoxing, and their body is just ridding all the toxins that the meat and the dairy and the eggs, all that stuff is inside them, and it feels like they're going through withdrawals. And I am blessed to know that I didn't have to go through that, like, because I couldn't imagine that feeling. But even if I did, I would still have gone through it. I lost 5 pounds here, and then like another month went by, another 5 pounds, and then you get 10 pounds, and then 20 pounds. 6 months later, I got down to basically my plateau. 6 months it took me just by changing my diet. Now, everybody's different. Everybody's body's different. Everybody's starting weight is different. I can't guarantee you a weight that you'll end up at. I'm just explaining my, what I was starting off with and ending with. I am currently 140 pounds. I got down to 139.5, not much of a difference. I feel great. I, look the best I've ever looked. I felt the best I've ever felt. When people try to come at me now, I can clap back, stand back and watch the transformation. Not only do I look better, but I'm helping animals in the process. So I'm gonna insert some pictures now. I'm lucky that I took pictures of the scale. I didn't take it from the very, very beginning because 175 pounds on me. I was chunky. I wasn't fat, but I was definitely chunky, and I was ashamed of myself. So I started taking, I think, pictures at 160, but I do have it logged on this app that I use. It's called Lose It. I have it logged at 170, but my starting weight, just take my word for it, 175. That's what I was. And just this transformation is just something that's so near and dear to my heart, because if I'm able to help other people, hey, let me do it. What's up? Let me help you. But I'm gonna insert some pictures now. Enjoy. Now I can fit into my clothes better. I I was going through some of my old clothes and putting on my shorts, and I was a size 12 and I was drowning in my shorts, and now I'm a size 10. Sometimes fit into an 8. I used to be a large in tops, large in bottom, extra large in bottoms, and now I could fit into a medium and a small. Oh my god, it's so exciting to just be like, yeah, I could fit into a small. I was an extra large, like what? But I really hope this video inspires people who are looking into going into veganism, or just looking to lose weight, or any of, you want to be plant-based, whatever you want to be, or just, continue your own little food regime. But obviously I recommend veganism because it's changed my life. I just have a different aura around me. I feel better. I don't feel weighed down anymore. I feel like I broke the chains completely. I will have a recommendation for you. Please watch the documentary What the Health. It's on Netflix. Very, very heavy stuff. I watched it when I was, I think, maybe like 8 or 9 months into being vegan, and I was shocked because I thought I was educated. Oh honey, no. This stuff is heavy, heavy information that you have to prepare yourself, because it's a really hard pill to swallow if you're not really willing to change your lifestyle. And I completely understand it's hard. I was in that position. I ate the double cheeseburgers, and believe me, I know it tastes good. I know the taste tastes good, but my taste buds have completely transformed. And now seeing like ground beef and turkey, it just makes my stomach turn. I have my vegan meats that I eat. I eat, the Gardein products if I'm feeling a little swifty. Like,
Oh, yeah. You gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty.
if I want to get eat junk food, I'll have like a vegan chicken patty. I've made seitan, which is vital wheat gluten. It's a vegan meat substitute. I've had tofu, and let me tell you something about tofu. I understand why people are like, ew, I don't like it. You have to season it correctly. You have to, because that will absorb any flavor you put into it. Same thing as seitan. So if you want it to taste like a chicken cutlet, obviously the texture is going to be different. It's not chicken, you know. You can't go into eating these foods thinking they're going to be an exact replica, because no one told me that, obviously. They're like, oh, it tastes like that. Except there are some that are very suspicious that I look at and I'm like, am I really eating? Like, is this meat? Like, girl, let me tell you guys, all right? Hold on. Like, the Beyond Burger, it's one of the most realistic vegan burgers on the market right now. And it is crazy. It, like, bleeds blood. It's beet juice. It doesn't taste like beets, though. And the texture, you can take it apart, you can mash it together. You wanted to make a meatballs, you can make meatballs. You want to make a meatloaf, mash them all together, make a meatloaf, season it. You can do it. And it's scary because it's like, oh, you want to make tacos with it, you make tacos. And like I said, I was never really a fan of, like, ground beef. I wasn't a fan of, like, I was your typical, chicken nuggets, that kind of, like, fast food shit. Pork roast, turkey, like, chicken. Yes, I liked chicken. That was, like, one of the only things that I was able to eat. Bacon, ew, no bacon, please. Hard pass. I never really liked bacon. But these foods, some of them are crazy. And yeah, so that's basically it. I just wanted to give this video talking about how I lost my weight. I'm now currently going to the gym, so I am starting to... You good, Bob? I'm starting to get into actual shape because I'm a little flabby here, but that's okay. I lost 35 pounds. It doesn't seem like a lot, but, like, honestly, let's get real here. You'll see in the pictures. You'll be like, oh yeah, she definitely lost weight. I'm here to be a motivator. I want to change my channel direction. I like video games, don't get me wrong. But I think it would be fun if I start, applying myself in different areas, because there's so much that I want to share with you guys. And say hello. Oh, he's such a good boy. Look at this man. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. Look at his face. Oh, yes. What? This is Goofy, guys. He's one of my little bubs that I have here. What's up? What? What Goofy? You want attention? Yeah? What else? This is LJ. Hello, guys. You see my dogs today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be sharing some more videos into my life. Hopefully you'll be around to see them. I've got a pretty boring life, I have to say, but I try to make it as fun as possible. So, catch you later. Bye.